I have discovered that the things I love about Christmas never really change, and the things that stress me out about Christmas also never change. This year, I'm making it my resolution to really indulge in the things that bring me genuine enjoyment and downsize everything that stresses me out about the holidays. Gift giving and receiving is something that should be joyful, and yet every year I dread it and stress over it. I already have everything I need, and I live in a home that's tiny, so I feel really bad when someone gives me a gift I'm not going to use, and it's just going to take up space I don't really have. This probably sounds ungrateful, and yet I dread the thought of my family spending money on stuff that I don't really need. I also dread the thought of buying a whole bunch of stuff and then it becoming a burden to the person receiving it. So this year I'm scaling back on gift giving and going with smaller, handmade, or locally bought gifts. I'd way rather give and receive something small and meaningful and focus on quality over quantity. With some family members, we've decided not to exchange gifts, and it's taken a lot of the pressure off. We're just going to enjoy some time together and share food together as a way of celebrating the season. Plus, small, humble gifts are enchanting in their own way. There's something about simple, homemade gifts that really flies in the face of consumerism, which is so present at Christmas. Decorating has always been something that I've really enjoyed. I got this little tree years ago from my work. They were throwing it out because the lights on it no longer worked. I got a new string of lights for it and have been enjoying it for the past 9 Christmases. I used to always be on the hunt for new decorations or be making my own, and this year I'm just going to really enjoy what I have and not worry about buying anything or creating anything new. This year, I'm hoping to put the emphasis on small, meaningful rituals to really bring out the spirit of the season. Things like lighting a candle in the evening, taking a walk to see the Christmas lights, reading my old favorite Christmas stories, or just spending time with my favorite people. Having slow festive evenings is so much more memorable than cramming every moment full of Christmas events and to-do list items. This year, I'm letting go of the pressure to do everything and attend everything. Honoring the season can mean saying no to certain things which are stressful. I'm sober, and so going to a party that is full of drunk coworkers isn't all that fun for me. So this year I'm just going to politely decline anything that doesn't feel like a yes. Another thing I'm scaling back on this year is sending Christmas cards, which is kind of ironic since part of my business is selling cards. I usually enjoy writing messages and sending out cards, but sometimes it can feel a little rushed just with the amount I'm sending out. So this year I've decided to take a year off and really scale back. One thing I love to do at Christmas, which I want to do more of this year, is reconnect with the things I loved when I was a child. Last year for Christmas I got a Lego set and it was so much fun to build on Christmas morning. This year I want to create the luxury of having time for doing things for the sake of pure enjoyment, even if they aren't all that productive. Obviously not everyone has time for these kinds of things, and I will be working throughout the holidays, but I'm hoping to be extra discerning with how I handle my free time. In the past, the holidays have always had this frantic, rushed feeling, but I am no longer willing to be stressed out by a holiday that is supposed to be happy and joyful. Normally at this time of year, I'd already be thinking about the new year and New Year's resolutions. I'd want to cram in as much as possible before the end of the year. But this season, I don't want to engage in that kind of frenetic productivity. I'd rather slow down a bit and let myself have a holiday that's more restful so I can come back to my goals in the new year with fresh energy. But one thing I do want to do before heading back for the new year is taking some time for reflection. I always love doing an end-of-year check-in and going for coffee by myself or just taking some time alone with my journal and planner, really taking some time to look back on the past year, however it went, good or bad, and really celebrating the year. Even if it's been a tough year, there are moments to celebrate and cherish. Sometimes I just have to remember to look for them. So this concludes my plans for having a relaxed and easy Christmas. I hope you are having a good December, and I hope you will go easy on yourself this season.